And I'm back. I don't need to know about the Netherese. I know about the Netherese. Don't need to know why he hates the Bedine so much. Barias doesn't really care about the Bedine. And I really should not show this guy the Tower Crystal. Are you interested in making a deal? Well, I know a little bit about you, but I guess the most important knowledge must come now. Are you willing to make a deal with me, knowing that it means you must betray your friends, the Bedine? They are not my friends. I merely sought water from them. Well, then we are entered into a contract. So here is the deal. I have created a dagger with special properties similar to the rod that holds my soul. You take this dagger and plunge it into the body of the Bedine leader. The dagger will consume his soul, killing him instantly. I shall leave here until the fool is dealt with. When the deed is done, take the dagger and place it on the altar. Doing this will curse the altar. What happens then? Jergal will use the energy of the Bedine's soul to forge you a powerful item. Use it or sell it, I care not. I will be going now. You shall never see me again until the time of my triumphant return. I shall remember what an excellent servant you have made. Perhaps I will give you a kingdom or two to run. Oh, and one last thing. I will take the rod and return the water to the oasis. You have my permission to partake of as much as you wish. Give me the dagger. Here is the dagger. Good luck, my evil friend.
You cannot win!
By the blood of the Old Father!
You cannot win!
I did the thing. +2 short sword, 50% chance to inflict blindness with a DC is 16 for 2 rounds. That's pretty good. Give it to her. Oh, she can't use it. She's not evil. Fine. Let's see. For saving weight, I should actually be doing this. Oh, I have it equipped. Duh. I'm smart. The water is back.
I see you have returned. Have you gotten permission to take their water?
I would like to make a purchase first. Actually, I would not like to make a purchase. I would like to sell you some crap. Good. I have 38,000 gold. That's... wow. There's all that magic stuff that I've sold. Definitely makes a difference. Oh, and she's got stuff too. That. Does she need both of these? No. So... it's not that one. I'm sure she didn't have anything else hanging out in her inventory somewhere. Inventory's good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. She's got potions of bark skin. I could have bought potions of bark skin. But I didn't. Because I'm dumb. Buy some more of these, though. That's not what I wanted. I just bought back something that I sold earlier. smart. That's fine. Oh, good. I don't need any of those. I don't need any of that. Good. Rest. Been getting a lot of spam email today. Kind of funny. Okay. Now we turn it.
I see you have returned. Have you gotten permission to take their water?
We can use the water. This is wonderful to hear, though it certainly took you long enough. Well, let us know if you're ready to continue on, and we'll collect what water we need to go. Or need and go. Oh, I can make a purchase now. I'm ready to go now. Good. I, for one, would like to reach the owl encampment as quickly as possible. Let's go. Look. Reached another place. So what seems to be the problem here?
Well, we finally got here. I want to thank you for all of your help. I know that I was a bit hard on you at times. We probably wouldn't have made it this time without you.
Dorian says, "Thank you, Catriona. Though I am pleased to be leaving now, I would not have cared to make this journey without your assistance. No, the desert is no place to be on foot with no source of shade for rest stops. How the Bedine tolerate it is beyond me." Well, about that. My only complaint, next time please hire someone other than a kobold to do the cooking. Last night was awful, yes. I have no idea what those meaty chunks were, and I really don't want to know.
You will probably be wanting to hire a guide to take you to the dig site where your Garrick fellow went. It's a little ways into the desert, I understand, and only the locals really know the way. I am sure one of the Ao worshippers will be willing to take you. They're a fairly agreeable bunch, if a bit daft. Is there anything else you want before you leave?
Don't I get paid for helping your caravan get here? Paid? I was thinking of asking you for some gold to cover all the food you ate. We're not wealthy after all, and we took you and the others along as a favor to your mentor. I'm eager to leave this caravan behind. Let's just call it even and part ways. Your eagerness to leave would have nothing to do with your little visit to Terias' hidden cache last night, would it? You know about... I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about. I always know what is going on in my caravan. That's my job. I know all about Terias' little enterprise, and I've known since the day he sold his first caltrops. At any rate, you're here, and here's where we agreed to take you. I will still allow you to buy some supplies at a good price if you're interested. I don't need to buy anything. I guess I'll be going. Well, take care of yourself out there, Barias. Don't do anything crazy like joining the AO folk or anything. Goodbye. All right.
Hello.
Ah, another outsider. And I see you come with the caravan. It's good to see you. We don't get many visitors. And now 2 in one day. 2? Who else is here? Oh, this morning, just at sunrise, a half-dead man came crawling in here looking for a healer. I took him to the main temple so they could tend to his wounds. I haven't seen him since, but no one said he died either, so I guess that is where you would find him, if you're interested. Do you know anything about this injured man? I think he's one of the wizards that digs around amongst the ruins in the Valley of Winds. Garrick something. Would it be Garrick Halasar? That's the one. He's the head of the fellows out there. What do they call themselves? Archaeologists? Anyway, something bad must have happened. Doesn't that worry you? A little. We've sent some of our boys out to take a look, see if the wizards need help. They haven't come back yet, however. Are there many of these wizards? I think there's about a dozen of them. They come here to buy supplies from Musharak every once in a while, but that's all we see of them, to be honest. Who is Musharak? Oh, he's a trader from one of the desert tribes, runs the market here. He's a hobgoblin, so don't get too surprised when you see him or anything. He's not so bad. Do you know what these wizards are looking for? I imagine they're looking for relics. I couldn't really say more than that, though. What is this Valley of the Winds? Well, if you go to the encampment, you'll see some carvings on the cliff face north of the temple. They were here when the Aoists first got here, I'm told. Anyhow, there's a doorway by the waterfall that leads into a tunnel that goes right through the mountain. After that, you're in the Valley of the Winds. I think that's what the Bedine called the place. It's supposed to be full of ruins and the like. That's what attracted the wizards here in the first place. I'd like to ask something else. Sure thing. Tell me about this place. Well, it's a desert, my lord. Hot, with lots of sand and sun, but not much water. Oh, I suppose you mean to tell you about the encampment. Well, now, not much more to tell you. The Aoists built a temple where the minister meets with the faithful to contemplate, or whatever they call it. Otherwise, we've got a good spring to supply us with water, and we serve as a trading post for the Bedine and occasional caravan, so it's not too bad overall if you don't mind the scorpions. Why are you out here in the desert? I came here because my master, a former follower of Joaquin, came out here. He was searching for a new faith and found it in the AO. Once my master found his new calling, he freed me. I didn't have anywhere better to be, so I decided to stay here and work as a guard. It's hot, thirsty work, but it could be worse. Tell me about this god, AO. There's little to tell. I'm not really much of a believer, I'm afraid. It seems like, even if this AO does exist, he couldn't care less about anyone worshipping him. So his followers gather and contemplate the nature of apathy and so forth. Lots of debate, peaceful contemplation, that sort of thing. But these things are quiet. I should go. Right, if you want to see the injured man, he should be in the temple. Good luck to you.
I greet you.
Welcome to Musharak's fine desert emporium. I am Musharak, sole proprietor and scrounger of the only mid-Anarok mercantile business. How might I serve you today, good lord? Would you care to see Musharak's generous supply of goods at low, low prices? What kinds of things do you sell? If you want it, I can get it. Well, so long as you're not trying to buy any of the Aoist wine. That Jasmina can be so frustrating, and the minister is even worse. Tell me about this wine. Have you ever experienced a moment in life where the universe suddenly come to a halt, and you think you are on the verge of understanding all the deepest questions about life? Have you ever stood on the precipice of a mountain in the early morn, surrounded by fog, and then suddenly the sun rose, the fog lifted, and it was like you were seeing perfection? I do not pretend to be a poet, friend, but my first sip of this wine changed the way I look at life. That was the moment I knew I could live in this desolate place and still feel fulfilled. That is how good it is. Would you like me to try to get you a supply? Would I find a beautiful, intelligent hobgoblin woman wandering the desert looking for a mate? Of course I would, but I think it rather unlikely. I'm a very persuasive man, but they will not budge for me. Still, you are welcome to try. I would be willing to pay handsomely for such a deal. How does 2,000 gold sound? That would be good. Very well. If you are successful, I shall pray to Duvakri. I will pray to Duvakri that your life will be free from treachery. Is there anything else? I would like to see your goods. Every item is wonderfully crafted and will never break, bruise, spoil, or run out of charges, unless it is designed to do so. Let's see, what's he got? Gargoyle boots. Ooh, gargoyle boots are good. +2 to AC, dodge, +3 fortitude, stone skin. 5 charges per use. You get 10 uses out of it. Not bad. Very expensive, though. All of my gold. Bracers of armor. Bracers of dexterity. Boots of the shifting sands. -1 penalty to dexterity, but haste. And earthquake once per day. Not bad. Belt of inertial barrier. Skin of the manticore. Why can't I use it? It's druids and rangers. It's nice. Cloak of fortification +1. Cloak of protection +2. +2 breastplate. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't have any dexterity, so that would not be helpful. Doorknob, on the other hand. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. That would be less than the armor she's got right now. So. Not so much. Cloak of movement. Freedom of movement. Can't be entangled in such things. Lesser oath bow. +2 longsword. It's better than the +1 longsword I've got right now. Whoa. Potions of bull strength. You get like 4 of these. Amulet of natural armor +2. Lesser amulet of health, which just gives you immunity to poison and disease, but I've got immunity to poison, disease, and level 1 ability drain. So mine's better. Lesser amulet of the master. It's really good for a rogue. Really expensive. I'll think about it. What's this? No man's ring. Sorcerers. Right. Protection +2. And then he's just got healer's kits. Okay. So, yeah. I'm thinking I buy this longsword +2. What is the oath bow doing? That's critical, mighty +3. It's a +3 short bow. That's really good. I can afford that. I could actually get the lesser oath bow and the +2 longsword. Let's think about it. And I'm gonna sell the heavy crossbow. 'Cause I'm not using it. It's time for an ad. Sell that. That goes there. Sell that. Buy that. Okay. Clear that. Do that. Put these here. And I've got almost 9,000 gold. Which is... I don't have enough for the lesser amulet of the master. What can I do to get that? That was weird. Something off to the side of me made a noise. Wow, those are expensive. Those are almost 100,000 gold. Did not notice that. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. And all these bolts too. I'm gonna hold on to them. That'll do for now.
Hail and well met.
Greetings, traveler. You have the look of one who has journeyed a long ways, yet still has far to go. Who are you? My name is Jasmina. This is my grove, simple as it may seem. I tend it with affection regardless, and the wine made from the fruit of these plants is well loved by the worshippers here. Musharak wants to sell this wine of yours. So he does. He is a greedy creature, even for a merchant. Whether or not the wine is sold anywhere, however, is the minister's decision and not mine. But you're the one who grows the wine. That is true. I do not grow it for myself, however. I grow it for the Aoists whom I owe a debt. The wine is theirs to do with as they wish. Is there nothing that can change your mind? No. There is nothing to be negotiated over with me. As I said, speak to the minister regarding the wine, if anyone. I wonder if I can circle around on that one. But you're the one who grows the wine. No. Perhaps I'll talk to the minister, though. What is Bedin doing here amongst these worshippers? Repaying a debt. When I was a young child, I still lived with my fellow Bedin. I became lost in the desert one day, and the Aoists found me near death. They nursed me back to health, and so I stayed here to perform this one task for them. They revere the desert wine, so I'm glad to make it. I should go. As you will. May peace walk with you. You can enter these tents. I don't need to, but it's good to know.
Hello.
Probably don't need to use a +6 on him. +1 should suffice. Woo!
Well and good!
That 1 point towards good. I got 13 points towards evil earlier. Ah, that feels a bit better. Thank you so much. Now, I am Garrick. Who are you? My name is Bariah Sten. Drogon sent me to get your help. I am very pleased that you were able to find me then, Bariah. I am unsure of what help I can be to you, but I owe you, so anything you need is absolutely free. I need you to tell me about this crystal. A Mythalar. Where did you get that? No, that is not important right now. You can tell me about it later. I wonder if your presence in the attack on my excavation might be linked. Yes, she must have been able to sense the crystal in the general area and thought we had it. It's the only thing that makes sense. Apparently, this one has not recovered mentally from his injuries. We might have to let him rest a while longer. Oh, you must think I have lost my mind. I'm sorry, I'd better organize my thoughts for a second. Do you mind? Please do. All right, I think I have bits and fragments of knowledge that I will try to piece together to make this all have some sense to it. What you have is a powerful artifact from the time of the ancient civilization of Netheril. This is what I have been studying out here, ruins of their civilization. I wish I could tell you exactly what the Mythalar was used for, but no one is really sure. I do know that when a Mythalar was damaged, it could cause great destruction. How do you know this? I have found several ancient writings that describe the Mythalar referring to them in the use of arcane spells and powerful magic items. One told of a mage who walked into an enemy's home and smashed a Mythalar on the stone floor, destroying everything within several miles. Apparently they are quite fragile. It is a wonder that Deacon didn't break it and destroy us all. Thank Vergadane for small favors. About a month ago, my researchers uncovered a portal room in the ruins. I believe that this portal was used by the Netheril to teleport between their cities. Go on. I had not activated the portal yet, but I think I was fairly close. Where it would lead, I have no idea, but this morning I got a clue. A strange figure wearing a dark cloak appeared in the portal room just before dawn with an army of demonic creatures. The horrific monsters tore through my friends with savage haste. One of them grabbed me and nearly tore out my intestines. I was thrown against a pillar and left for dead, but somehow I managed to regain consciousness. Did the cloaked figure come through the portal? She, and I do believe it was a she, from her voice, her face was hidden, came in from above through a tunnel. She was trying to use the portal, but I do not think she was successful yet. She spoke of going to a place with limitless power, but she was angry. She said she had expected to find a Mythalar here, and could not afford to have it remain out of her hands. After the demonic horde searched our corpses, and I gave the most convincing acting job of my life playing dead, she cursed and said she would wait no longer. She would take her chances. So she went through the portal? She told her army to hunt for a small round crystal, and she could feel it was within miles of the ruins. Then she turned her attention to activating the portal. The creatures left. While her attention was drawn, I crawled quietly away and very slowly made my way back here. I thought it would stop at our home camp, but her army had already killed everyone there. They must have returned to the ruins, though, because I could hear them as I left fighting something. I found one of our camels, wounded but alive, and rode it here. The beast died just outside of town. What would you suggest I do? This is what I think. You need to go to this woman and stop her from going through the portal, if she has not already done so. If she has, you must follow her through. There is no telling what is on the other side of that device. I think she expects to find Nethery's artifacts of almost limitless power untouched after all these ages. And if she does, what then? Think of all that treasure just sitting there, waiting for someone to help themselves to it. She may be seeking this mythallar for her own uses, or perhaps she fears it. With all the power at her disposal, using the mythallar you possess as a weapon might be the only way to defeat her. Will you come with me? I would be of little use to you there, but I can do something that might help. I have a spell that will take me some time to set up, but if I can get it to work, I can reach Drogon with it. It is possible that he might be able to send help, or even to come himself. I know him well enough to say that when it is this important, he will think of something to help. There are a lot of preparations I must make, so unless you have questions, I should get started. Why don't I just wait and speak to Drogon? Are you kidding? Right now your enemy has only a short head start. If you wait for me to cast the spell, you might be giving her enough time to be ready and defeat you. She is in unfamiliar territory, ripe for an ambush. She doesn't have her army with you. You need to go quickly, and go now. I guess I should get going. There is an entrance by the waterfall just north of this temple. Go through it and find your way to the Valley of Winds. The dig site is there. We marked it well, so it should not be too hard to find. Good luck, Barias. When you reach her, hurt her. Hurt her bad. The men and women she killed today, they were good people. Make her feel their pain. No problem.
I greet you, my child.
Welcome to the humble abode of we few followers, Lord Io, my lord. Who are you? My name is unimportant, as are all personal details about the life I once led before I came here. Like the god I follow, I am a strong believer in privacy. Tell me about Io. There is so little, yet so much to tell. I hardly know where to begin. Is there anything specific you would like to know? No, I have some other things I want to know about. I will answer whatever you want to know about Io, but not personal questions. Tell me about Yasmina. Yasmina is a Bedin, and not a believer in Io at all. When she was very young, she was bitten by a desert snake. Our men found her dying in the desert and brought her back here. I nursed her back to health myself, though it was a close thing. She has stayed here ever since. Her choice, though she says she owes us a debt. At any rate, it is Yasmina who makes our wine for us, part of the rituals we follow. I am certainly glad to have her here, though she is always free to leave. You use wine in your rituals? It is something we borrowed from Bedin traditions and made our own. In fact, it is really only our truly Eos tradition. We value it highly. Tell me about Mosharak. I admit I never would have thought of a hobgoblin as a trader, but that really seems to be all Mosharak is interested in. Yes, for a hobgoblin, he actually seems quite likable. I never thought to hear such words coming from my mouth. According to the Bedine, he spent years trading amongst their tribes until he settled here. Now he trades with both the Bedine as well as the caravans that come through here. It has meant we can no longer trade water for equipment, of course, but I suppose that is how it was meant to be. Why can you no longer trade water? Well, because Musharak trades it. There's no reason for us to do any trading if that's what he does. Does he give you part of the profits? No, of course not. He is not an AOist. He uses our encampment out of convenience. Sounds like a good deal for him. We have no law here. All are welcome, whether they worship AO with us or not, even Musharak. You speak of him as if you don't like him. He is not an AOist, and scoffs openly at our beliefs. If he stays with us, I would at least hope for tolerance, if nothing else. But his presence benefits you, right? His presence benefits the caravans and the Bedine. It also allows us a place to buy goods, though we have very little coin to do so now that we trade no water. I see an opportunity. Musharak said he would like to sell your wine. Yes, he keeps demanding that honor. I have told Musharak repeatedly, however, that it is quite impossible. The wine is only given to worshippers of AO. Surely we could come to some kind of arrangement. Perhaps we could, but it is certainly no simple manner of saying please and thank you, my lord. We would only even think of providing wine to Musharak to be sold if he was either a worshipper of AO, like the rest of us, perhaps, or if, perhaps, he considered sharing his profits with the temple. Share his profits? Well, what kind of reaction do you expect from the hobgoblin? And since Musharak is unlikely to agree to either of those things, I am pretty sure you are wasting your time, my lord. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must return to my meditations. Yeah. All right. I think I can make this happen. Oh, Musharak.
I would speak with you a moment.
Really? I suppose I have the time now. What is it? Who would have thought this little crystal would be such a big deal? And that little deacon creature had it for so long. Can you imagine anything more dangerous? From what Garrick said, this thing could kill hundreds. There's got to be a way to use this to our benefit. Other than sacrificing someone while delivering it, you mean? I hope so. It has to have a better use than that. We have to find out what it's actually good for. Heck, we've got to find out who we're really supposed to use it against. We barely know who our enemy is. Given the age of the ancient ruin, what else is waiting for us? There's the fun in knowing all the answers. Make a game of it. Look. Oh, ha, ha. Make a game of it. Look, I don't think I'm being unreasonable. I just want to know that we have a chance of coming out of this alive. And we've got a lot of baggage to carry around now. Let's try and get done what needs to be done. Yup.
I greet you.
A repeat customer, my favorite kind. How might I help you? The AOists would like you to share your profits with them. What kind of nonsense are they spouting now? Or did you fill their heads with delusions of grandeur? I see no profit in sharing with them. They're willing to allow you to sell their wine if you share profits. They are they? Well, that makes a difference. I can charge a great deal more for a small amount of wine than for barrels of water. Ah, friend, I can hear the clinking of the gold in my coffers already. What beautiful music. Tell my neighbors that I shall gladly share my profits on both the water and wine, and let it not be said that Musharak is never generous. Got 2,000 gold for that. And he went for it. It must have been a very easy persuasion.
I greet you, my child.
You have returned. How may I help you? Musharak has agreed to share his profits with the temple. He has? By Eo's grace, I can only imagine what it took to convince him of that. I suppose he wants to sell our wine in exchange now. That would increase both your profits and his. Yes, I suppose it would do us some good to have some kind of income. We can fix up the temple and perhaps even hire a few more guards. Thank you, my lord. You've been most kind in arranging this for us. Wouldn't have thought it possible. Got 1,000 experience for that. Good times. Good times. Let's see. Is there a place north of this temple? Yep, right there. Okay. Before I pop in there, I save. And I'm going to take a quick recording break. It's only been 47 minutes, but it's also 10 past the hour. So now's a good time to make a recording break. And yeah, it's good. So, be right back.